We've got Lyn on the line, Lyn Schofield. She's another volunteer of Age UK Bolton. Our final volunteer of the day, this special Volunteers Week drive time here on Bolton FM. Lyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So nearly upstairs there by Liam Gallagher, but it's all right.
We never be upstairs.
we shut him up.
Good.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, are you good?
Yeah, I'm very good. I suppose we'll start with asking you the same question we've asked all the other volunteers we've had on in this hour from Age UK. What made you get involved with volunteering at Age UK Bolton, and what is it that you actually do as a volunteer there?
Right. Well, for many years I worked as a community nurse, so I've seen a lot of loneliness in the elderly. And of course, the media has been full of loneliness and social isolation.
Yeah.
So I was aware of the Befriending service. So that's where I started off about 12 months before the lockdown. Started off with the Befriending.
So another befriender, and it seems like a very important thing to do.
It is. I was just spending an hour a week going chatting. Very quickly built up a relationship with the person that I was seeing. It's lovely. It is a lovely thing to do. It really is. I can't stress it. It gave something to her, and it gave something to me, and all the feeling that you've made somebody's day. And as I was leaving, the person always said, "Oh, I can't wait to see you next week." It's really, really, really good role.
And what have you done since the start of the pandemic? Have you moved on to the telephone side of the befriending?
I've kept in touch just with my one person that I was befriending, but I've also started volunteering with the Home from Hospital service.
Yes.
So I actually went in, was allowed to go into people's homes, which the befriending was stopped apart from telephone.
Yeah.
Was allowed to go into people's homes that had come home from hospital, and I did. People kept on 6 weeks, so I actually did from the start the full 6 weeks with a couple of people. And it was lovely. You see them get stronger as the weeks go on, so that they don't actually need the service any longer. And again, it's just building up that relationship. It's lovely. It's lovely.
What is it that you do for people with the Home from Hospital service?
Right. They can do things like cleaning duties. A little bit of shopping is needed. But what I found with both of the people that I was seeing, what they really wanted to do was chat. Was tell you about what was going on, and there was one particular one that had family things going on, and to be able to chat for an hour about what was happening and just offload, really. Just be able to get it off the chest and tell somebody other than family, because I think they don't always want to bother family members. So somebody outside of family, they were able to just offload.
Yeah, well, and that's very important, because you let things build up, and you let your stress and your anxieties get on top of you, and then that's just not a healthy place to be.
It isn't,
especially when you're trying to recover from being in hospital.
Yeah, and if you can just be a little bit a part of that, it's so lovely. At the end of the 6 weeks, for both the people I was seeing, it was really nice to not to say goodbye, because that was the sad bit, but to know that you'd played a little part in helping them to get where they were.
Yeah, and I'm sure it did play, quite an important role in getting them better as well, because especially with even like the little things like the cleaning, as you say, picking up a bit of shopping or whatever it is that you're doing within the home. If somebody that's just come out of hospital, has to go out and do their own shopping, it's just not going to, there's more chance of them maybe having a fall and re-injuring themselves, or maybe that they just can't go shopping, and if they've not got anybody else, what are they going to do for food?
Yeah. So, yes, it is an important part. Perhaps I'm playing it down a little bit, saying we only do a little part. It's perhaps a bigger part than I'm acknowledging. But, it was good. It was good to see them both get back to, normal.
Yeah, I can 100% believe that it is. What message would you have for anybody that maybe was thinking of getting involved in volunteering, either as a befriender or on the Home from Hospital side of things?
Just do it. Just contact an Age Concern. Everyone is just so friendly. I found everybody so helpful when I phoned. I've actually been spreading the word to a few of my circle of friends, trying to get people on board and letting them know. It's really made a difference to me. I really, really enjoyed it. So don't have any qualms. Just contact somebody from Age UK and just give it a go.
Give it a go, and that's what you did, and you've obviously got a lot out of your volunteering, and it's great because that's why we do things like this Volunteer Week, and it's not just Age UK Bolton, it's services all across the board, as we've heard from in this past 3 hours, and it does seem like everybody, the running theme is that everybody seems to get something out of it.
Yeah, they do. I mean, just because we're talking about Volunteering Week, my husband retired a couple of years ago, and I was urging him to do something, and he's actually become a volunteer with the COVID clinics now. So he's doing
fantastic.
So he's jumped on board, and he really enjoys that. He didn't think he would, and he enjoys that. So I think it gives it's a two-way thing. You give something to them, but they give something back to you.
That's absolutely wonderful, and it's a great way of putting it. It's a two-way thing. You give, but you also receive as well, and that's absolutely wonderful. And thank you for spending a little bit of time today to speak to us about your volunteering.
You're very welcome.
It's been wonderful to have you on. And I'm sure we'll speak to you again at some point in the future, Lyn. Like I said, thank you very much for sharing your story with us today.
Okay. Thanks very much. Yourself. Okay. Take care now. Bye.
Will do. Bye-bye.